Please welcome to the stage, Malia Sias.
Gotta have my beer close.
Hey, you're getting fat.
Oh, thank you. I've had better compliments, but my name is Malia. Most of you guys know me. Most people, like when I go to, thank you. When I go to shows though, people can never remember my name. Like it's on the flyer, it's on the website, like there's a host that announced me and then like 10 minutes later I'm gonna quiz you guys, you will not remember it. Like what's your name?
Ruth Lee.
Ruth Lee. Did you have shoelaces and pencils with your name on it when you were little? You got Ruth at least, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
All right. I had Maria, I had Mary, I had bullshit like that. Like I wanted to be Jessica or like like anything normal. I wanted a fucking license plate on my bike, but nothing. Instead I'm Malia. I was almost Kapualani, so it could have gone way worse. The president's daughter's name Malia, like that. I thought that would change shit, but it doesn't. And people are just like, who's the white girl with the black girl name? But no, it's Hawaiian. My mom is Portuguese, Hawaiian. My dad's a bunch of white stuff, which makes me a bunch of white stuff with a Hawaiian name. I'm like a cracker with guava-jelly. Cool. And it's like, I don't know, like my mom's name is Janice, my dad's name is John, and my brother's name is James. Like I'm the ethereal, like chosen one. Like what's that about? And like my mom's cool, she's Hawaiian, which means she's bilingual. She speaks English and Pidgin English. Do you guys know what Pidgin English is? It's like the Ebonics of Hawaii.
Dialect.
Yeah, dialect, that's a nicer way to say it. A less racist way to say it. And it's funny because it just makes you sound, like she smiles a lot too, so with that and the accent, she just seems like she's special needs, really. Like we can't live in a world that you smile too much without looking retarded. She's like... and like she has a full set of gold teeth. That's the other thing. Like not because she's gangster. She just grew up really poor and got all of her dental work at like a dental school. I don't know why they use gold fillings. Maybe you can see it better. But my mom looks like she's a member of the Wu-Tang Clan. And she's always like, Malia. She has an accent, but I don't do impersonations. She's like, Malia, when I die, don't let them bury me with my teeth. And I'm just like, that's weird. And she never mentions how to get the teeth out, which seems to be a really important thing. Like when do I bring that up? Like to the funeral director, like in between picking a casket and the embalming process? Like, oh, before you were like embalm her, can you take all of her teeth out? Yeah. Like, how do I not sound like a serial killer when I ask my question? You know, and I'm like, Mom, why do you want me to remove your teeth? It turns out that's my inheritance. I have to share it with my brother, so it's half down the middle. And then she's also deathly like afraid of grave robbers. She's like, is that even a thing anymore? You know, like is my mom being born, like buried in an ancient Egyptian tomb that I don't know about? And then like, let's say I get the teeth out, right? Like I get the teeth out, she's dead. I'm like, oh, I got these teeth. What am I doing with the teeth? Like, am I making jewelry? Like melting it down? You know, like make a necklace, a ring. People are like, oh, that's beautiful. What is that? Is that golden ivory? And I'll be like, no, that's gold. And my mom. It's our mandibular second premolar. It's a very rare stone. There's only 2 of them. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to spit on you, Ruth Lee. Do you own like a steakhouse or something? I'm just kidding. I'm a vegetarian. I don't know. And it's like Ruth's Lee's. It's like plural or something. Am I right? I just broke up with my boyfriend. Yeah, some of you might be hearing this for the first time. We were a couple for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we dated for 7, we hated for 3, so it's cool. No, don't say I was like way over. It's like I have an espresso machine and like it had like 2 parts. There's like the espresso part and the steam part, and then the steam part stopped working. That's like my relationship. Like I want to get a Keurig machine. That's what I'm about right now. And like there was a lot of red flags. I should have like noticed them. Like one of the red flags was like to explain his weird behavior, I just started telling people he had Asperger's. And they believed me. So the ones that are laughing know my ex-boyfriend. That wasn't funny. It was just a mean joke. And the other red flag was that, like, you know how celebrity mashup names like Brangelina or like Kim Ye, they're like awesome. Ours was terrible. His name is Scott. I'm Malia. It was Scalia. Like, huge red flag from the beginning. Yeah, I have to look for a roommate now. That's great. Like, I'm a couple years away from getting gray pubes, and I have to find a roommate. You know what I mean? Like, I should be looking forward to other stuff. And I had this girl come look at my place, and she's really nice. And I was showing her their place, and I was explaining why there's bars on the window. And I was like, it's really safe. Like, I feel safer inside. And she's like, oh, it's all right. I have a gun. And I was like, I haven't been like on the dating or roommate scene for 10 years, but like I worried about roommates being messy, maybe like making a lot of noise, but a gun? Like what are the house meetings like? All right, who shot the dog again? You know? And then like I'm a sleepwalker. Like I'm a sleepwalker. I'm a heavy sleeper. Side note, wet the bed till I was in the 9th grade. I can't be living with someone with a gun. You know, like walk down the hall like, and she's like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." And she's not like the kind of person that should have a gun. She's like from Orange County. Like she's like a little like pretty girl, you know? Like she's the kind that would shoot me. I wasn't bedwetter until the 9th grade. This is just totally a random thing I just thought of. My mom and dad were terrible parents because when you wet the bed, you sleep on a rubber sheet, and they let me have an electrical blanket, which you plug into the wall. That's like Russian roulette every night of your life. Like, that's terrible. Like, does she want my gold teeth or something? I don't know. Yeah, I have to have a roommate, and it's tough. I live in LA because I'm from New York, but I'm really good at bad decisions. And I know I live in LA, and I live in this. Do you guys know what Silver Lake is? It's like the Williamsburg of LA. I live in Silver Lake adjacent, which is just like Silver Lake, but with more gang activity. That's what Craigslist called it, so I'm just going with it. It's like really ghetto. There was 2 shootings in 1 month this month. It was exciting. The first one was really scary. There was like helicopters. There was like, you know, police, fire trucks. It was like, oh my God. The second one, I was kind of used to it. I was like, oh, okay, it'll all work out fine. I just called a Lyft, and I was like, should I cancel my Lyft? You know, like I was gonna let them ruin my good time. And so I didn't. I didn't cancel it, and I was like on the app watching the guy trying to like maneuver through the neighborhood. And then he got there, and he was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And I was like, "I don't know. Get in, hit the gas, let's get out of here." And he did it. I gave him 4 out of 5 stars though, because he forgot the fist pump, and I'm huge on that. So I was like, "Fuck this guy." I got bitch slapped for the first time in my entire life in my neighborhood. Yeah. I lived in Newark and Bushwick, and I had to move to Silver Lake adjacent to get bitch slapped. And believe me, there was plenty of times it could have happened. I was driving my car, and I was at a red light, and there was this like sign. It was like a drugstore. It was called Ethical Drugs, and I was like, that is like a perfect Instagram photo, right? So ironic. And so I'm like in my car at the red light taking a picture, and this lady like comes out, and she's like, "Bitch, you taking pictures of me?" And I was like, no, it's like that wall back there. And she's like, "Oh, hell no." And she bitch slaps me, and I didn't know what to do. I grabbed her arm, I drove away. I was like, fuck, no, I didn't. I was scared. I was like, what is the protocol for this? Like, she's crazier than I am. She's in the middle of the internet. Like, I didn't get the photo. That was the worst part about the whole story. Like, do I go back? I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm like scared now. I'm like shell shocked. I saw this guy, like, he was shadow boxing a bush, and I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious, but I'm not taking a picture of him because he will shadow box my face. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, my neighborhood's cool though. I like it. I rent this house, and I'm having this problem. When I turn the water on, the water smells like the faucet water. It smells like rotten eggs. It's never happened to me in New York. We have clean water. There's no tar pits in the middle of our city. It's like the Earth's butthole, and no one wants to talk about it in the middle of LA. It's disgusting, and it's like I turn it on. It doesn't happen all the time. Just randomly, like when I'm brushing my teeth or washing my face. And I Googled it. I'm like, what's going on? Google says it's a non-toxic bacteria that lives in my water heater. But I don't believe it because nothing that smells that bad is non-toxic. It's disgusting. And like I told my landlord, I'm like, my water smells like farts. and he wasn't surprised. He was just like, oh yeah, that's Emily. That's Emily. I was like, who's Emily and why is she farting in my water? Turns out that Emily, legend has it that my house has been haunted for a couple decades. Other tenants have also complained of weird smells. And it's a ghost. And like most ghosts, like slam doors, they clank chains. I get the farting ghost. I get the Benny Hill ghost. They're like, I put the water on. He's like, like what? Why me? I feel like I brought it on myself because the other night I was out to dinner and I was like, this Mexican food is gonna come back to haunt me. I feel responsible. I don't know, like if it's sewage, a non-toxic bacteria, a farting ghost, like he has to do something about it, Call a plumber, call an exorcist, like I don't know, there's something strange and don't smell good. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I love that joke. Not everyone laughs at that one. It makes me really happy. LA's weird. It's like so superficial. Like they have a lot of homeless. First of all, there's a crazy amount of homeless people. But then there's like this other side of like total wealth, and they have luxury pet hotels. Do they have that in New York? Have they? Okay. I have never seen. I have a dog. I love my dog. He has like Kevorkian breath, and I still make out with him. But like, I don't know if I would take, like, there was a hotel that people take their dogs to experience luxury. And it's like, it's crazy. Like, we live in a society where there can be a dog watching The Fox and the Hound on the flat screen, and there's like a homeless guy outside, Like, I Googled it. It's $79 a night. 110 for a suite, flat screen television, a spa, a gourmet chef that cooks private meals for your dog. Like there's a dog in Hollywood with like a fridge full of peanut butter, and there's a homeless guy eating dog food like Melissa McCarthy is his like spirit animal. Like what does a dog need a spa for? I haven't shaved my legs in like 3 weeks. And there's a dog getting a pedicure in Hollywood, He's like calling up, he's like, I want a tummy rub, my lipstick's out, son, you're finest bitch. Like, it's terrible. It's like, is it weird to be jealous of a dog? Like, they get to pee outside freely. People are like, you're a good girl. I would kill for that. I would take a high five. I pee a lot, so that's what that's about. Who's the fashion designer over here? Michelle, oh, okay. I'm a fashion designer. I wanted to bond. Don't be ashamed. It's a job. There's like a bunch in the audience supposedly. I was a fashion, but by the applause, because that was not funny. I was a fashion designer for a long time. I was huge during like the 99, 2000s, like the urban hip hop era. Thank you. You guys remember that? Yeah. It was like rhinestone encrusted denim hookups. That was me. Yeah. Like cartoon characters on like a thug's like pants. Like, yo motherfucker, check out my Tweety butt. That was me. I have had stuff on television. Not everyone can say they've had stuff on television. You can, if you guys want to see it, you can. You want to see it? Not the Jets. That was actually a good thing. If you can go on YouTube, Google old episodes of Cops or America's Most Wanted. The HBO series The Wire. We were all over that. Do you guys remember Joran Vondersloot? The guy who like killed the girl, and it's hilarious. I know he killed this girl in Aruba or something. When he got arrested, he was wearing a T-shirt that I designed. Not the best moment of my life, but it's in my portfolio. So, you know what I mean? I studied fashion in Seattle. I don't know why. I'm from New York and I went to Seattle to study, but I lived in Pioneer Square. And Pioneer Square, like most downtown areas, Houston's the same way. LA, it's the Skid Row of Seattle. It's like all tense. It's like where you go after you hit rock bottom. And I was going to school and learning to sew, and you're practicing on fabric that people donate to the school. So like my color palette was like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory meets like Austin Powers, And I have like tons of clothes that I made, and like my roommate was like, I had boxes of shit, and like, it was like futuristic stuff, raver stuff, like hippie stuff, like well made but total student work. And my roommate's like, can you get rid of this stuff? Like, we have to get rid of it. And so I decided I couldn't sell it because it was ugly. And I couldn't throw it away because I made it. So I was like, I'm going to give back to the community. So I put like these boxes, I wrote free, like free box outside. And they were empty the next day. Everyone liked my shit. It was awesome. Thank you. Thank you. But it also meant for the 3 to 5 months, every crackhead and junkie in a 10-block radius was rocking a Malia Sias original. And me and my roommate, we called it the Skid Row Fashion Show. And we would announce it from the window. We'd be like, up next on the runway is Rick. Rick has a maxi dress on. And this season's most have accessory, a crack pipe. Go Rick. Yeah. Behind him is Erin. Erin has a yellow cotton jumpsuit, yellow to match her teeth, cotton in case she nods off and pees herself again. Talk about heroin chic. It was like my Project Runaway, basically. The best part about that joke is that there's 2 people I hate in this world, and their names are Rick and Erin, and I get to do a joke about them. I got to go. I traveled a lot for work. I went to China a lot, and I go for months at a time. And has anyone been to China? Anyone Chinese? I'm like. I learned the language when I was there. So like basic stuff like hello is ni hao, goodbye is sai xian. It was like fortune cookie language, I guess. But when I learned thank you is when I got to really communicate with people. So I would like leave restaurants, I'd be like shi, or like stores like shi. I did it for like weeks, and then someone was like, Malia, thank you is she means to urinate. So I just been like leaving restaurants, like, I just peed over there. Which is true, I pee a lot. So. I'm not working though. I got laid off. That's why I moved to California. I got laid off when the economy crashed, 2008. I think probably everyone was in the same predicament. But then I got a job in Cali. I moved cross country, and then I got laid off again. But then I got another job, and then I got laid off again. So since 2008, I've been in more layoffs than relationships. Either way, I get fucked. One way is by a man, one way is by the man. I hate when you lose your job, everyone's like, they try to give you advice. They're like, go on LinkedIn, LinkedIn's awesome, LinkedIn, are you on LinkedIn? And you're like, it's like Facebook, but boring. Is anyone on LinkedIn? Has anyone gotten anything out of LinkedIn? Since 2008, I've gotten one email, and it was from an audience member that saw my stand-up routine about LinkedIn. They're like, you seem like a nice girl, I hope you find a job soon. I heard, don't quit your day job, you're not funny. But, I don't know. He checked up on me a year later. He was like, did you find any work yet? We have like a friendship now on LinkedIn. It's creepy. But the only thing I've been linked into is like another username and password at this point. And then that's not good enough. You can't just have like a username and password. You have to have 3 security questions. You have to have you gone through the interrogation of 3 security questions? And it's like, they're always like, just pick 3 questions. And you're like, oh, I can do this. It's like a test. And the first one's easy, like mom's maiden name, got that. But then the other 2, it's like, it's not like I can't answer them confidently. It's just like 5 months from now when I go on this US Airways website, am I going to remember the answer to these obscure questions? Simple stuff. Like one was, what was your favorite childhood game? That's easy. I'm not an idiot. I babysat my brother every day. We played the same game every day. I would sneak out of the house, and I would call him collect from a payphone. And like when the operator, there's like a 10-second recording thing. When they came on and they're like, caller, your name. I would go, I know you're home alone and I'm gonna kill you! Hands down, favorite childhood game. But I'm not gonna remember that like 4 months from now. It's case sensitive, and there's spaces, it's bullshit. And then there's tons of, I sit there for hours. There's many ways to feel shitty about yourself. Like some of the questions make you question your life's choices. Like what's your wedding date, the last name of your maid of honor, the first name of your oldest child. It's like, I get it, U.S. Airways, I'm not married, I don't have kids. I was extremely mean to my brother. You get it. I'm not married. I don't have a boyfriend anymore. I don't have kids. I don't even want kids. I love other people's kids, but I feel like I'd be more into it if I was a dude, because you guys get to be like the injector, not the incubator, right? Like you just get to be like, and you just walk away. But I have to give 9 months of my life, my body, my sobriety. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. I'm not interested in that. No, not interested. There's a new app you can get for your phone, you guys. You get smartphones and shit. You can download it. You can text God. Yeah, it's really cool. Finally a guy who can answer all my prayers. I'm all about that. So I downloaded it. We've been sexting. Because if you sex God, your kingdom will come. I'm pretty sure about that. He doesn't write back though. He's not even a praying hand emoji, nothing. And I wrote customer service. I was like, yo, God's not writing me back. And they were like, God works in mysterious ways. So I'll take it. This is my review on the God app. Get it, download it, it works, because last night I texted God, I was like, make me look younger, and I woke up with a pimple, right here. So, not what I had in mind, but I'll take it. I don't know, religion's it's so personal, and I went to Catholic school till the 6th grade, so, when I talk about it, I'm not being an ignorant asshole, it's comes from a real place, but I feel like religion is personal and private. It's so private, it should only take place in the privacy of your own home, like pooping or masturbation. Right? We all poop. But I'm not coming to your house and knocking on the door yo, you gotta check this out. It is awesome. It'll make you feel so good. Do you feel empty inside? You should try pooping. Or I'm out on the street corner yo, you guys should check this out. It's awesome. I don't know. It's just a personal thing. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about spirituality and religion because I had a friend pass away recently, a really good friend. It was sudden and it was out of the blue. And when that happens, I don't know. For me, I was looking at old text messages and old voicemail messages and oh, that made me feel so good what he wrote me. And then I was well, what would be my imprint on the world if something happened to me? And my last text message was a group text to all my friends of my dog humping another dog at the dog park. And my last voicemail message was a message to my friend Greg about the machine gun farts I was having at work that day. So if something happens to me, people are going to be she was really gassy and into dog porn. I don't know. I'm gonna. There's this one thing I just read. I'm single again. I'm looking into how to do. I got to get my game back on. All these fart jokes is not sexy. I'm pretty sure about that. But I just read about this thing. It's it's called vajazzling. Have you guys heard about this? It's women are going to salons and they're having glitter and rhinestones applied to their vagina. Yeah, it's and the only thing I can compare it to is maybe getting my nails done. And that's how you can't put your purse on, you can't put your keys in your pocket. Can you imagine having glitter and rhinestones? Sorry, pubic zirconias. That's what they should be called. Right? Are you doing the crab? You're don't mind me, I'm just drying off. You're in the main room, No, it's so weird. And like, what would you get? Like, I get my name, like Malia, and then it's like popping off. You get home, and like your man's like, "Why does it say Al in your underwear?" I don't know. I feel like, you know, like, are you having sex or like making tacos? It's like a cheese grater. You know, you like leave, you have glitter herpes, which is worse than regular herpes. If you've ever played with glitter, you know what I'm talking about. It's really hard to get rid of that shit. I'll leave you guys with this. If a guy's into glitter and rhinestones, he's not into your vagina. I'm pretty sure about that. I don't have game, but I have a brain. That's my big closer. You guys have been fun. My name is Malia. Thank you so much, Malia.